Alrighty, everybody. Thank you all for your patience. We got all what we needed as our tech, at least with this time for the first TikTok live, that we have here. I have my business associate also in the chat, Jung Powers and Associates, shout out. Also, we both represent various organizations that help for all different kinds of needs. And right now, this live is sponsored by one of our sponsors, which is Yonia Health Tech. So shout out to Yonia Health Tech. Their mission statement is to increase access to all things health and wellness, and that's from milestone until completion. And they have an ongoing funding campaign. It's been going on since January of 2024, while Empowera has also been creating and dropping over 45 plus episodes to you all from individuals and organizations from all around the world. We have individuals from even one who's here in the chat, thank you for being here, from New Orleans. We've had guests from Malta. We've had guests from all around the United States, Hawaii. So if you haven't gone on and checked those out, they're not just healthcare professionals, not just the people that wear these, right? The other individuals, the community healers that are out there, the other people that are in the day-to-day that are able to be there when healthcare professionals are not. And luckily, you're not having to be, say, in a hospital bed or whatever it is you need for any kind of impairment in your own health and wellness. So, without further ado, as this live is again sponsored by Yonia Health Tech and with even Empowera, they've already made agreements to really keep a big focal point on it. So what's going on in the world? What is this in the background? Right? What's going on in the world is 30,000 veterans were homeless at one time or another in the last year. Of the 10 trillion, that's by US dollar conversion, spent on global health, 4.1 was spent in the United States. What's the predictable future like with that? Will there be more homeless, more low income, and more veterans that will struggle and suffer to pivot into careers that they could take with them for the rest of their lives? So what's the future like? What could the future be with Yonia Health Tech, with Empowera? What does that look like? Well, it's a roof over the head for 100 individuals by July of 2025 in tiny homes, 100 tiny homes, 100 individuals being able to learn a skill or trade for the rest of their life in Tennessee. And then after that, they get to keep their tiny home. And then they, throughout that whole process, will become the possibility of purpose, recreation, and personal transformation. Now, there are various areas throughout the world that are inflicted by various natural disasters, whether by man-made or not. Some are still even recreating now. Some from '05. Some from before. All matter. But all have that area of relatedness. The homeless, the low income, and the veteran. I have yet to find it elsewhere. So, donations, sponsorship. What is the funding campaign? Well, since January of 2024, we have been on an ongoing lot of things for $100 million campaign. It's our stretch goal. So this is going to be ongoing. This is going to be beyond the 100. The 100 is just a start. So, I also have my business associate here, David. You still there? Up? Maybe he's not. Maybe he's gone away. Are you there?
I am here.
Oh, all right. I can hear you clearly now.
Yes, I am.
All right. So is there anything you'd like to share after all of that?
Yeah, our initiative will be once we receive the money is to buy a little under 1,300 acres of land in Tennessee to be able to create agricultural oasis for the homeless, and that they can also become more tuned to nature, learn a skill in agriculture, carpentry. I'm reaching out to my leads on LinkedIn and see if we can generate a collaboration amongst professionals to be able to offer partnerships or sponsorships so we can actually grow this and be a grassroots community.
Right, and still be within, say, OSHA standards, right? All those standards, so it's a common conversation. Yeah. So I'm going to introduce them to a little bit more, okay? Is there anything else you'd like to share before I go ahead and dive in with them for this? So I can disconnect with you. I can always reconnect with you.
Go right, dive in.
All right, here we go. I'm going to show them the website and anything else if they need updates. And again, this is all after this. Anything you're about to see is available 24/7 with the exclusion of products. So, okay, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead here now. I'm going to share my screen. So, updates. Just went a little bit through the walkthrough of the website. For those who are just starting to pick back up on the audio, this is just updates. That was just more of a walkthrough. And if not, it's probably because I edited it out. Don't worry about that. So, either way, this is the homepage for one of the main sponsor at this time of the Ionia Health Tech and Ionia Health Tech podcast. And that is another podcast, which is Empowera. So what is Ionia Health Tech? It was a nonprofit that was launched in June of 2023, and it focuses on increasing access to all things health and wellness. That's from milestone until completion. I do see that, thankfully, Junk Powers and Associates has been posting about the overall goal and what it is that we've been up to since I've been muted. So either way, a newest webpage is here. It's the 100 homes for the homeless, low income, and veterans. It was a funding campaign that began in January of 2024, and our goal is to bring this to a completion in July of 2025. The roadmap can be found again on our GoFundMe right here. Here we go. This has been going on for 8 months. This is GoFundMe. The funding campaign has been ongoing since January of 2024. There you go. And there's another button to not only get here, but then also to donate directly on the website as well. But you can also do it here. Again, you just click donate or share. And there is the GoFundMe guarantee that you'll get a full refund for up to a year in the rare case that fraud occurs. Again, not saying we are fraudulent. I'm not here for that. What I will say is that fraud does occur and that it is out there, so I will be a proponent and talk about it and take that stand. So there's nothing wrong there. There's nothing wrong there. So and here we are. This is where you can go ahead and make a donation. Go ahead and close that. When in doubt, on any web page on the Ionia Health Tech website, you just scroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll have all our links to take you straight away anywhere Ionia Health Tech. However, because we are here for Empowera Podcast, I want to go ahead and go over that there is a space on here to get straight to the Empowera Podcast. If for some reason you're on the website and you want to listen to an episode, I got you. So here's the overall Launchpad. This came before the website. Straight link over to the overall 100 homes for the homeless, tiny homes for the homeless. Straight to our website. And if you scroll all the way down here, these are the courses and curriculum for Yonia Health Tech, which are on the website as well. And before we continue down, I want to talk about the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, especially with it being Memorial Day weekend, and not only the United States for veterans, but also the other individuals who are at a high risk of this as well, and that is also low-income individuals. That is also homeless individuals. And believe it or not, it could be anybody. It could even be the doctor that took care of you. It could even be the nurse that took care of you. CNA, or any of them. Yeah, it could be any of them. So, if we keep going down the website, you'll see this Drake link down to the Empower podcast right here. All right, and then also, if you're on a road trip or you're a road tripper and you're curious as to what Empower is, I got you. There's a link right here on the Launchpad. It already has all of the episodes that have been uploaded straight into a playlist for you. If not, we're on other platforms too. Apple Podcasts, Instagram. Again, here's to TikTok. Thank you, TikTok, again, for sponsorship for the space for Empowera. Definitely want to take some time to talk about that. And Amazon Music's another one, Pandora, iHeartRadio. You'll find us, and there's a bunch of other links here as well to take you straight to anything with Empowera. I also want to talk about the distinction between Empowera and Yonia Health Tech. Empowera, as you're seeing here, is for-profit for me, Brett Brazzelli, and it is to be an area for people to have their voice, whether they're an organization or an individual or a community healer, be heard. Be able to talk about what in their opinion is happening in health and wellness, what in their opinion is happening within healthcare. So there's Empowera, again, for-profit. And then we're back to Yonia Health Tech. I wanted to talk about the flagship course, the link. Again, it's a commitment of 3 full days and 2 evenings of your time. We just had signups for this month just passed, so you can sign up for next month. It'll be June 20th. Again, you'll have your commitment on that Wednesday, which is the 18th, because there's 2 evenings, remember? So it's all throughout the weekend. So it's the Wednesday of the 18th, it's the weekend, and then there's the last evening on the Tuesday following that. And then 2 weeks after anyone takes the link, they will have access to their coaching and other resources. They'll be able to have access for 2 weeks after the link is completed. Then after completion of the link, they become eligible for our advanced courses and our subscriptions. So after completion of the link, again, that's the prerequisite for any of these other courses you see here. So we have the link advanced, we have financial creation seminar. Again, just had updates. Financial creation seminar, I believe, in FOW will be released either within July or August. If we have any other updates, though, we can let you know. But then after the completion of those, then you become eligible for our other course, which is not even released yet. It will be 3 full years of commitment of Yonia Health Tech to what it is that you are truly up to for the professional business training course. Again, prerequisites are the link for this. Also want to talk about our other product that we just released this past week. It was talked about in our space as well. Not in the space this past Friday. Not the Friday that you just had being the 23rd. The previous Friday, which would be, stand by for me here, the 16th. You're going to look for the 16th on my X profile, which is here. You'll see this picture here. You'll see a blue check mark. And then you'll see my handle here, which is Brett_Art22. Trust no other handles. This is me. And always check follower count. I have 1,600 followers right now. Again, it's something I remember still being under 500. I still remember being at 44. I still remember what it was like. And still do. It still kind of feels like it, honestly. I'd rather just share what it is that's occurring. So if you want to go ahead, you can also follow me on social media too. At Bread is my name, but its handle is Brett_Art22. All right. Also on there, I have a pinned tweet or pinned post, that has the overall roadmap as to what it is we're up to as well. So if you're not on the website, and then a nice video here of AI describing what Yonia Health Tech was. Shout out to Grok for that. And then also information on the skills that we were talking about, the carpentry, gardening, tech, entrepreneurship. Those are here too. You can go ahead and share. The funding campaign is here as well. Statistics for telehealth, and in the future is and this why I left the bedside, which I'll have a TikTok coming up here this upcoming week on that. And at least that's my goal. It's my goal. And if you want it, comment it. See if you like it. If you like what you're seeing here, then let me know. And then also the handles for Jung Powers and Associates. It's right here. Follower count again 452 right now, but at JPN Associates. That's what you want. You know, also, when in doubt, look to see if I'm following JPnA. And if I'm not, then that's not me. And then JPnA is not following me, then that's not JPnA. We've definitely made sure of that for not only your safety, but everyone else who's venturing out there in this thing we call the internet. All right, so circling back, we've gone over the advanced courses. We've covered quite a bit. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. So subscriptions. What are they? How are you eligible for them? What does that look like? So once the link is complete, again, you will be able to register for the completion pass. And the completion pass will give you access to all the courses listed below for $35 a month. It's valid for 12 months. We do ask that you have a 12-month commitment for this. And again, we have to complete the link. When in doubt, if you're curious on the link, you can click this Learn More right here, and it'll bring you right to the link. Go back to subscriptions here for you. So if we scroll down, there is a subscription here you don't need to complete the link for, and you can have right now. And it came out last week. It's called C-Vision. So C-Vision, again, C-Vision is fully through Yonia Health Tech, not through Empowera, not through JPnA. It's a product owned by Yonia Health Tech to help out individuals and organizations who want to grow and have more increased awareness into how to see the media differently. Yes, to how to see the media differently. What does that mean? What does it mean to see the media differently? What it means is to be able to see what sources you want to be able to see. To be able to look at those individuals, organizations that are covering what it is you want to cover. Excuse me. Whether it's covered in mainstream, whether it's not. So, you can subscribe to it for $16.99 a month. These are updated every month. So the one that you see this month may not be the same one that's there next month. And you'll get a file. Or you can go ahead and you can actually sign up for the year, save yourself 10%, and you'll automatically have the updated resource dashboard for C-Vision sent to you with over 250 resources. So C-Vision, what is it? So C-Vision, I'm just going to show it to you. You ready for this? So once you one of these links will actually bring you in, so you can go ahead and subscribe to it. Then you will get within 24, if not under that time period, you'll get your overall C-Vision file, which will come here as a Google file. As an Excel, and you can download it onto your local device. Again, I want to keep up with security and people still being able to create what it is they want to be able to create, and this is one of the ways to do it. It comes with over 250 plus resources. That's not just for the media, so you can see it differently, but also for the subgroups, which we've also picked out as well. Okay. zoom out here. All right. So this is the welcome tab for C-Vision, which you'll have. And various links are all here. If you need to go to Yoni Health Tech website, it's here. Our funding campaign, the Launchpad, the Link course, advanced courses, the Empowera Podcast is on here. Peace World Financial is on here. And then Jung Powers and Associates. Again, of these sources we're about to distribute and show, Yoni Health Tech does declare they do not own, control, or endorse any of the following websites or links. It's for informational purposes only and to increase transparency and awareness. So I'm going to go ahead and do a drop down here. Various topics you can see here. We have the mainstream news and insights. We have health and wellness news, finance and securities news. So crypto is a two-parter. So the first is if someone is new into the crypto sphere or into DeFi or Web3 and they want to learn some of the top 50 terms that would exist, we got you. Those are definitely under the 101 tab. And then also there is 250 of the top cryptos, not only their name, not only their ticker. So like with any of the other companies that are out there, they have the acronyms that for their name. That is listed on there because that is very vital within the crypto and Web3 sphere area, as it is even with the stock and bond market area too. So that identifier is there. And then what it is each crypto does or what its utility is on there under the 101. We have crypto and Web3 news. Again, I'd easily say there's over 15 plus sources and media sources for just the crypto. A lot of people on Twitter that are just trying to integrate it into their model. And there's a lot of people that have made it their specialty. And when it comes to the news, I want to either be, there was Mark Twain said, either you read the news and you're misinformed or you don't read the news and you're uninformed. So do your own research on that one. Or you could have over 250 different areas to go and look at the news and links to look at the news. Another one is real estate and construction. So if you're looking into that as your potential area of entrepreneurship, that's definitely there. And then obviously the big area that's trending right now and that Yoni Health Tech is a part of with the homestead is sustainable farming and homesteading. So C-Vision for you. And then each month you'll have it downloaded. Each one of these takes you to a specific one. I can go ahead, I'll show you mainstream here for a minute. So what it'll look like again is you'll have all your sources right here on the left in this column. So if you need to look for them in alphabetical order and whatnot, it's here. And then their links to go straight to one of the overall websites is right here. I feel, and through Yoni Health Tech and their development, it's been shared that the bookmarks on browsers are okay. Like they're decent. But across different generations, not everybody knows how to use all the bells and whistles of software and hardware. So some people know how to do a spreadsheet, and they have since the 1980s. So it's another reason why C-Vision exists. It may be simplistic in its model, but it is thorough and it is detailed and precise as to where it can take you to read the news. Even global news down here too. Times of India. Then you just scroll over it, click on it, and then it'll open up your URL. And let's say you want to, while that one's loading, open up another one. Great. Let's go also check out New European. Click on that. It's opening it up. Let's wait for them both to load. Not sponsored by New European, not sponsored by Times of India, at least not at this time. So New European. Times of India. Sea Vision, everyone. Wow. Thank you all for the 83 likes, for everyone who showed up and joined. This is it. Stay empowered.